Hey guys, so in this video I want to go over 4 different technology resources that can be used to support personalized learning. And to get started, before I talk about the technology resources, I kind of just want to touch and summarize what personal learning is, because there are some misconceptions when talking about personalized learning. So I found this definition on the Glossary of Education Reform. And it says the term personalized learning or personalization refers to the diverse variety of educational programs, learning experiences, instructional approaches, and academic support strategies that are intended to address the distinct learning needs, interests, aspirations, or cultural backgrounds of individual students. So that's a mouthful, but basically it's just saying that with personalized learning, there are a variety of resources that can support students in their academic success through their needs, interests, aspirations, and cultural backgrounds of each individual student. This sounds similar to differentiation and sometimes can be confused, but the difference in personalized learning and differentiation is the agent of action. So with personalized learning, the agent of action is divided among the teacher and the student. They're co-planning together to create the instructional content and delivery and assessment of the content. Whereas in differentiation, the teacher is the action or is the agent of action, because they're providing the differentiated instruction and assessments to the student. They're creating all of the assignments to fit the student's needs, whereas in that personalized learning, like I mentioned, the student and the teacher come up with the best personalized instruction. So that is what personalized learning is, and there are many technology resources that can support personalized learning in the classroom or online. So the first one that I want to talk about is Parle. Parle is a discussion software where students can engage in discussions in many different platforms. The great thing about Parle is that students can participate in discussions online that are live with vast communities outside of their own. And you can also incorporate Parle discussions in your classroom. So you can have live discussions where students are submitting their discussions through Parle instead of talking out loud. This is great because I feel like it gives every student the opportunity to be heard, and it encourages them to create thoughtful responses to whatever topic is being discussed. With Parle, it's not with the discussions. Students can submit discussions in many different forms, and they can submit, writing, videos, audios. They can also comment, which encourages the collaboration of the topic. Now, another awesome feature about Parle is that it can be linked through Google. So that leads me to my second resource, which is great for personalized learning, which is Google. So this is Google Classroom. I have a sample class set up right here. And with Google, it's great for personalized learning because you have a vast amount of resources within this technology resource itself. So students have the opportunity to engage in writing in docs or Excel sheets, Google Slides. They have so many resources at their fingertips where you can collaborate with the student to figure out how the content will be delivered to them and then how they will show mastery of the content using these resources. Now, I linked the Parle discussion, so here students could respond to what comes to mind when you think of number system, and it will show up here and it will show up in Parle. So these are interlinked, and it's great for personalized learning. The third resource I want to talk to you about is Seesaw. Seesaw is commonly known in growing in popularity. This is a sample activity that I have. It has a math word problem on the slide, and students would respond to that word problem. They have the feature of drawing out their work, typing their work. They can use the microphone to show their audio and walk you through their thought process and how what they were engaged in that. In addition, they can have inbox to ask questions, and they can reflect through journal entry. So all of these are really great resources to personalize learning for your students. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is what my county calls eClass. So eClass is what my county uses for online learning with students, and it's also referred to as D2L, Brightspace, and used among many educational systems. However, the great thing about eClass is it acts both as personalized learning and differentiation. So it gives the teacher the opportunity to differentiate the work, but it also provides students with the opportunity to have personalized learning and acts as an intelligent agent. So the way this program can work is you can use conditional releases. So when a student might take a pretest, say they pass the pretest with 100, they may not need to complete all the other activities within that unit. If they make 100 on the pretest, then you can conditionally release their next assignment for their personalized learning. So this is a really great tool. It has a variety of options for files, videos, audio. You can incorporate, link videos. You can have quizzes, discussion boards, surveys, checklists. It goes on and on. Students also have the same access to all of these features when submitting their work. So you could post, an assignment, and they can choose whether they want to do, a quiz, multiple choice, they want to write a paper, they want to submit a video, and it's mastery-based learning. So they're showing you their mastery in a way that they choose using any of the resources that fit their interests, their needs, etc. And then based off of their mastery of the content, they can move on to the next module that you've created. Here I've created just a sample unit over the number system, and there's a pretest, there's videos linked for students to watch, there's a discussion board. Here again, going back to kind of like that Parle ideas, with a discussion board, students can submit videos, discussion responses through writing, audio, and they can comment on each other's original post. So all 4 of these are really great technology resources. There's so many other technology resources out there that can accommodate personalized learning. I would highly encourage research and just experimenting and playing. Not all resources are good for you or your classroom, so definitely getting a good idea and experimenting with them can help you choose the best resources for you.